Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've got a really compelling contest here, a team that's earned a top 25 ranking heading on the road for a serious test of their poise and their mettle, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Tigers will kick it away to start us off. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense is up first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
Talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is brought down. So the Clemson Tigers offense out there for their first possession. And with such a dangerous wide receiver on the field here, puts a lot of stress in the secondary. This strong safety, Kirk, maybe not necessarily built as a great coverage guy, who's going to have to be big today.
Yeah, he really is, Chris. He's known for his physicality. This safety's going to have to do a good job of cleaning up tackles, but also being next to a guy to play keep away. He's good at doing both. This receiver has great ball skills and the ability to break away with speed. Going to be a unique matchup to follow.
First down and 10. Quarterback still with the football. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Snags the quick throw. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, when real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Defense is coming after him. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off the scramble.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Short completion there, 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Caught quickly. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. The Sun Devils offense is on the move now. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Try to catch the defense with the draw. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Play action here on first down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
And the Sun Devils move into the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And it's up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Breaking free at the 35. Look at him run through those tacklers. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And the Tigers come to the line to run the hurry-up. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. New center down to the offense. First and 10. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, nice job by the receiver of selling this route to the outside. Created enough space back to the inside. And there's the timing again between the quarterback and the receiver, giving him a chance to come up with some yards.
Heads up, first snap in the red zone on this drive. Working tight windows. It's Klubnik. He pulls in the catch. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers line up with a first and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Looking to make a play deep downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Great play by the defender of knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. But man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see what they can do here. There's time to run a few plays, perhaps get into field goal range. Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big shot taken over their head.
Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal rule, trying to get 3 before halftime. Long enough and good. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem up into the net from 50 plus.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
The Sun Devils will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A completion makes it second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Using his legs, it's Maffa. He shreds the tackle. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to take your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down play coming up. They're going to run it. Tackled, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for the coach. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
To throw, it's Klubnik. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, the offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a third down.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offensive great scoring position here. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Hold it. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Defense cannot get this offense to fourth down. Offense continues the long drive. Looking for some space. It's Maffa. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third down, he drops to throw. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. He got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. They stop it with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Empty set now, 5 wide. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Trying to get the throw off. And the pass is too high, out of bounds, and not complete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it on the move. And he pulls in the catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Smith. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When a quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A tough situation for the offense, 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And this will be fair caught at the 35-yard line. 1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. Tackle is made, but that's good for a 1st down at the 47. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the plus 40.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Back to throw again. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. And now they'll just clock it.
Is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Whoa, talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they pick up the 1st down, tackle at the 25. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. And the Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And the Sun Devils will crank up the tempo. Quarterback spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Brings up 2nd and
2nd and goal for the offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass caught. Can he get in? A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.